Okay, says we're live. Let's just see if that is true. Yes, all right. Live on YouTube. Well, my name is Sheila Karuna. Welcome to Sassy Seer Sheila Live. If you are seeing this now, I neglected to record a couple of these. So I've been saying that it would appear later on uh, New Light Streaming Love, and it couldn't because I didn't record it. So at least if you are seeing this one on New Light Streaming Love, September 3rd, 2025, it is a replay, not the live. Good morning, Lady Hawk. I'm so glad you could join us. For those who are not subscribed to Sat, now I'm talking to those who may be seeing this as a replay on New Light Streaming Love. If you are not subscribed to Sassy Seer Sheila, I highly recommend that you do so, because just like what happened with my other lives of late, um, I'm apparently I'm not always nudged to record and share it over there. So if you really want to get in on these readings, it's really great to be subscribed in both places, because for me personally, I collaborate on that channel. That channel, New Light Streaming Love, is a collaborative channel where we have myself, uh, Crystal Hemphill, and soon we will also be having Lisa Flamino Rush over there on that channel as well. And eventually there may even be others on that channel as it grows and more, become available to be on that channel. So, um, and so for those of you that are subscribed on New Light Streaming Love, but not Sassy Seer Sheila, I would love to have you over on Sassy Seer Sheila as well. That is my standalone channel. This is my standalone channel. And in truth, this is my third YouTube channel. So it's best to be subscribed in both places. I was just made aware, I did not know that another reader that I follow, San Tarot was how she was known. She had over 100,000 subscribers, and YouTube, in their infinite wisdom, decided to remove her channel. She never got an. That's exactly what happened to me at Corona Rising. I never got any kind of, wow, that I can't. This one turned itself over and almost buried itself in the deck. The Singer of Healing came out for the fairies. I got no warning. Usually you get three strikes and you're out kind of deal, which is what happened with Conscious Conversation Central, my original channel. I got 3 warnings, and the last one they didn't do a warn. I got 2 warnings, and the last, whatever they said where I violated, they just removed me. But with Corona Rising, I got no warning. I just woke up one morning to an email that said, you did something wrong, and we took your channel down. And they wouldn't even tell me what I did wrong. And quite frankly, I didn't even bother, because when I started looking at some of their guidelines, all you have to do is put a link in your show more section to a website or to another channel. It doesn't matter what it is, and that's a violation. So every YouTuber, regardless of what they say or what they do, is already in violation by putting stuff in their show more section. So I didn't even look into it. I didn't even ask. So the truth of the matter is, be subscribed in every place that I appear, or if you happen to come and I'm gone, then if, and, or you also have the ability to send me an email, which I said that in Conscious Conversation Central too, but I never sent out an email to let everybody know about my new channel. Part of that had to do with the nudging that I had, that those who really wanted to find me would find me. And as it turned out, that was so. I had over 2,000 subscribers from at Conscious Conversation Central. And in the end, when they took Corona Rising down, uh, I had only 500. But an awful lot of those 500 found me after Conscious Conversation Central was taken down. So that's the way I've always kind of held it. I'm not doing this for the likes. I'm not doing it for the subscribers. I'm not doing it for any other reason than just it's, like I've said before, this is all about my growth and expansion. I feel as though, oh wow, okay, that's interesting. Yin Yang Lover came out from the Journey of Love deck. Um, and it's always been about that for me. So it's never really been about, I mean, I'm not trying to make money. Teresa, hello. I'm so glad you could join. Um, so I never used my the emails that I got because I was telling people to send me your email if you wanted to be on my list. And if anything happened, I would let you know. But I don't know. When it all came down to it, I just didn't. But if you have my email address and you want to stay in contact with me, that is a way to do that. So consciousconversationscentral@gmail.com. Now, another little tidbit. I just recorded a Sheila's thoughts on something. Something that I have been, I hesitate to use the word struggling with, but I'm watching myself. I alluded to this on Friday. I think it was Friday or maybe Saturday, my last reading that was after um, two conversations that I had on Friday. I've been paying very close attention to myself. What I mean by that. Um, my own thoughts on regards to discernment versus judgment because they feel very different to me. So I'm not going to go into that whole thing here, but I want to invite any who may be interested in having a conversation, a conscious conversation in regards to judgment versus discernment, discernment versus judgment, what you think it is or is not, what your thoughts and feelings are on it. I would love that because I'm watching myself as I'm moving through some things, my own feelings about something that I'm faced with, right? And whether or not I'm trying to determine if what I'm seeing myself move through is a discernment or a judgment. Because those two things are very, very close and very, very similar. And I know that, well, please do take a look at that. I haven't put it out yet. It will go out later on this afternoon. And feel into it for yourself. And if you are interested in coming and having a conversation with me, I really would love to hear others other folks who have been working on themselves, other folks who are, moving through very similar things. What is your take on it? How do you move through things like that? Um, because I know me, I have overcorrected things in my life. It's I'm a Libra, and so a lot of people seem to have this mistaken idea that, oh, it looks like my book study may be canceled for 1 o'clock. Okay, that's interesting. Oh yeah, and by the way, I meant to email the folks who were in going to join me for the Celestine Prophecy book study. We had our meet and greet on Monday, and not everyone who said they wanted to join showed up, but I knew that might take place because Monday was a holiday. But I did send out emails to those who I thought wanted to participate, and not everybody answered back one way or the other. So, okay. So now I'm done with all of that. On to the reading. Well, the first card that actually was the first one drawn and for the very first time wants to be the first one discussed is surrender to prayer. And I know because of what I'm moving through, um, I feel to be very contemplative in regards to this subject, which may actually be why I'm putting out the call to others to come and have these conversations with me. I know my own thoughts and feelings on it, on the difference between the two. Um, but at this point, I learn a lot from others' perspectives. Um, I've opened myself uh, to that, and it's helpful to me in these moments of now. And so give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. And I do feel like that is so. Now, the word prayer used to trigger me because of the connotations of, organized religion. It no longer does so because, again, I've allowed the other thoughts, feelings, ideas of other people into my psyche. And I now see that from a different perspective. So I no longer am triggered by the word prayer. And I see, because the word contemplation is really the same as prayer. Judgment is based in a personal evaluation. Discernment is based on truth evolving. Judgment is ego based. Discernment requires spiritual evaluation. Okay. For for me, I and please do take a look at it when it comes out later. I may see it a little bit differently, and yet that's why I said they're so closely aligned for me. Um, yeah, celestial currents. This is from the elemental energies. Ride the celestial currents guided by the cosmic energies that shape your destiny. Now, this is very interesting to me for a couple of reasons. Um, there is something that has come across my um, field that I will be recording and putting out. We're well into it now. Um, that talks about the energetics that we are in right now. And my feelings about it is that it's smack on because of what I'm moving through. I think, and what I'm seeing a lot of folks moving through, right? It's like a soul audit phase is taking place. Um, our larger selves are asking our little selves, oh, Lady Hog, I'm so sorry. I hope you didn't take that off because of what I said. I would have preferred that you left that there, my love. Everyone has their view upon it. Doesn't make me right. Oh, please no. The thing is, see, I used to feel as though I was right about a situation, and that's why I'm watching myself very closely in this. Because if I was right, that meant you had to be wrong. And I don't see it like that anymore. I really don't. Each being has to discern for themselves, which is why I'm having the trouble, right? Because I want to make sure I'm not being judgmental and that I am discerning for myself and not being judgmental. You see, that's just it because I know me and I can be pretty damn judgmental. And I that's why. So I hope you did not retract that because of what I said. Um, that would actually defeat the purpose of why I'm asking others to chime in. Back to this, I feel as though there's a larger part of me that is actually putting this out for myself, right? It's like showing me a spot where I still am not very clear within myself, which is why this card I feel came forward in a huge way. And perhaps it's not time for me to have that conversation, but I feel like I could use more input. Uh, so which one? Oh yeah, well, this one, I'm sure. This is very interesting that this card came out too. It's the sky, storm, earth. And this really reminds me of the tower card, right? In a lot of ways. For me personally, I don't know why, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like a tower card. Numerologically, the number on the card is an 11. Let's see what page it appears on. Sky, storm, earth. It appears on 72, which numerologically is a 9. So that's kind of interesting too for me. Nines are the end of cycles. 11's supposed to be a master number. So Earth, sky, storm, Earth. There is chaos swirling around you as well as among the collective. Well, ain't that the true statement? Celestial currents, anyone? I don't know if you had the opportunity to see the astral butterfly thing that I was nudged to record about September. Oh, and Teresa, you were the one I think that was sharing with me that September, you intuit September is going to be quite the month. Um, there is chaos swirling around you as well as the collective. Don't let yourself get sucked in. As a lit leader of legacy, it is important for you to ground your energy and your attention into the awareness of the observer, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm watching myself and how I feel about this as it is unfurling, as it is presenting itself to me. this situation in particular that I am watching myself respond to in real time. Yes, we live in a constructed reality, but that doesn't mean that you have to surrender your power to this collective nonsense. Detach. Root yourself in the awareness of the witness. This will give you the necessary perspective that will allow you to see the deeper meaning that lies beyond the conflicts of this world, while helping you to see what actions you what actions you can take to lift the collective and to influence positive change. Well, see, now that's very interesting because at its core, I know that the only thing I can do, the only change that I can affect begins right here, has to do with myself and only myself. Oh, trust me, I have tried to comb the mirror many times. Come here, let me fix you. And no, in truth, I cannot tell you. And this is at the core of what it is for me. I am very well aware that I can only affect change on me. And so root yourself in the awareness of the witness, which is something I feel like I've done. I have removed myself from the fray of it. This will give you the necessary perspective that will allow you to see the deeper meaning that lies beyond the conflicts of this world, while helping you to see what actions you can take to lift the collective and to influence positive change. Now, I'm very clear that it keeps being shown to me that by living my awakening and my seeing what I am to do for myself out loud is, in effect, a way of sharing with the collective what each and every one of us can do, which is focused right here and right here only. So that again, I am never, ever, ever disappointed when I feel nudged to do a reading. I know for a fact that these readings are for me. Now, it may serve someone else because you were called here today. I see the two of you, Lady Hawk and Teresa, you guys don't show up every time I hit the thing. So, and I'm sure you don't feel called to watch every single thing I put out. And if we only move to that to which we're drawn, and this is what I have known to be true for myself, then there is something there for me. So the next card that wants to be read is the Shaman's Dream Oracle. It's card number 14. That's a 5 numerologically. That's all about change. For me, I see the 5 as all about change. And the card is Drifter, experiencing life as it comes, right? That's very much, first of all, that's an allowance. That's also becoming the observer, detaching. What lights you up? Experiencing life as it comes, seeking the essence but not knowing the form. See, now that's a huge theme for me of late too, right? Like I have no idea what the universe has in store for me or for anybody else. Oh, I can act like I think I might know. I might have some sort of an idea, but I really don't know. And nobody on this planet actually does, in my view, from my perspective. The drifter invites you to step out of your to-do list and your ordinary routine to feel the breeze against your skin, calling you to follow the wind and explore life's opportunities. When the drifter appears, it's a sign that it's time to cut the mooring lines, holding you to the dock. It's not important to know the destination before you set sail. It will become clear as you leave port. Do not wait for a map, as there are none to where you are destined to go. I feel like that's a true statement no matter what. But be sure that you do have a compass to keep you true. Yours is your pure love and your intention to be free, even of your own beliefs and preconceptions. Now, see, that is a true statement for me, right? And that is what this is all about, me examining my beliefs, my preconceptions, my programming and conditioning, which is how the beliefs get in there to begin with. And being the only way to be free of those is to question them. Ooh, to become that observer, that witness, and watch myself as I move through all of that. If you appreciate the energy of the drifter, here you might not seem to be doing anything worthwhile or meeting someone else's expectations. Oh, I gave up trying to do that a long time. But you are the only one who understands that others are running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. No, that is part of what I am seeing and what I am asking in myself about in regards to the discernment and judgment, right? Seeing folks running full out on the hamster wheel and getting nowhere. Your quote, laziness is an underappreciated value. You know that life will find you and bring you everything you require without your having to search for it by simply being instead of frantic doing. Well, that's part of that programming and conditioning we've all had too, right? Like it's right there in the name, human being, but we all get brought up to no, you got to do in order to be. I think it's the other way around, but that's that's okay. Even as you let your mind wander, releasing it to go on a daily walkabout, call it back home regularly to deliver news from the cosmos. The drifter helps you find what you are looking for, even when you didn't think you were seeking anything. Wow. I tell you, these cards look so different when I look at them in the camera as opposed to up close. I see different things. Isn't that interesting? Okay, so apparently the fairies card wants to go last because the next up is the yin yang lover, card number 8. Now, 8 for me is more than just manifestation, it's materialization. And it's the upward facing infinity symbol for me. The force of attraction is stronger than your conscious control. There is no need to fight this inner genius. You can learn to speak its language instead. What is it that captures you, that pulls you close, that holds so much light for you? Why fight it? Don't step away from what you really love to grab hold a second. Don't step away from what you really love, to grab hold of a second prize. Why not claim your first prize? It is there waiting for you. It is yours alone, beloved. No one else can claim your own divine birthright for you. Be yielding. Let your desire fill your body, heart, and your mind. You don't have to fight for what is already yours. It will come to you through the field of attraction that emanates from your own heart. It is not a question of worthiness or deservedness. Oh, thank you, because I can't tell you how many times I've heard that. Well, you got a problem with feeling worthy. No, I don't. It is not a question of trying to work out what you need or want. Your heart always knows. Listen, you still can't hear, then just feel. You'll get the gist of it soon enough. This oracle has a message for you. No matter whether you seem to be heading closer to your goal or further away, you are making real spiritual progress. And what you want is the same thing that is wanting you. What you are seeking is seeking you. It's only a matter of time before you get it. I wish to really know me, and I feel like that is happening no matter what. The moment when to fill my heart again is measured not in time or sweet remorse, nor tears that wash away unbridled pain, or morning's light which sings its soft retort. Such love has slept through storm and winters long. No call could break the stillness embrace or hasten change before the season's song unfurls its melody and words so chaste. Empowered thus, I find myself compelled to cast aside emotions dormant still. My feelings spoke from depths the answer welled. No need or past the emptiness to fill. At one, our touch has opened hearts anew, of patience born, there waits a love so true. This reminds me of a card we had the last reading, I think I did. I'm not even really sure. But boy, oh boy, that to me, that is absolutely a painting of absolute surrender there when you look at it. To me. Okay, so the final card is from the Fairies Oracle by Brian Froud and Jessica Macbeth, and it is the Singer of Healing. Card number 10, which numerologically is a 1, which is the I. Or is it the am I? Because if from nothing it arose, it would be the am I. The Singer of Healing. Healing of body, mind, and spirit. The song of this singer has the power of healing deep wounds of spirit, wounds that can destroy mortals or immortals alike, faith betrayed, love dishonored, trust abandoned, and other injuries of the spirit all inflict serious wounds, which are reflected in the body's illnesses and injuries. Through the song of healing, we may be restored and renewed, but only if the wounded one is prepared to forgive and let go, returning to love and compassion. As always, with all gifts of spirit, healing is offered, not forced, and requires active participation on our part. True healing must take place on all levels at once, body, mind, and spirit. These levels are inextricably linked, all one piece, and we cannot expect to change one without changing the others. Our bodies do not do things all on their own. The links between different aspects of being are many, complex, and often obscure. And yet, the principle of healing them is simplicity itself. We need only to let go of the things that are hurting us and nurture ourselves with the things that benefit us. So simple, so difficult. The song of healing is present everywhere. And like the other aspects of the great song, it is without limit. Healing can seem so complex as we dig our way through all our blocks and resistances and old stuff. But in the end, it is simply letting go and opening up. Wow, I think that's a true statement. This is the healer's card, and its presence in a reading may speak of healing to be given or healing to be received. The circumstances and processes of reaching well-being may seem easy or they may bring great challenges. In either case, we are being asked to participate in our own healing as we are strengthened by this singer. More usually, this singer speaks of both giving and receiving, because we cannot truly and freely give without receiving as well. I really feel like that's true. That's why I've always said that it's a reciprocal thing. Whenever I've ever done a reading for someone else, there's something for me there as well, which is another reason why, for me personally, I've not been able to bring myself to charge because I am receiving at the same time. Now, I trust that the universe has got my back. And so far, it has absolutely provided. And so that's really the only reason why I feel like I can do that. Um, Healing is something that flows through us, not from us. I feel like that's a true statement as well. And as such, we are inevitably affected by its passage. Drawing this card tells us of both a need and an opportunity for healing ourselves and perhaps others as well. As Warren, one of my teachers, said, healing is not something you do, it is something you are. Wow, that seems very close to what was said in that other card. We're not human doings, we are human beings. And if you are being, then you are. Wow. What a profound reading for today, I feel like. So if you were guided to be here, whether live or later, whether it was, on this channel or on New Light Streaming Love, I hope that you found something in this reading for you. Um, that's the way it works for me anyway. Wow. I feel like all of this is speaking directly to what I've been moving through on a lot of different levels. So I hope that you will continue to move towards that which brings you joy, that which draws your attention. Anything that speaks to you and you feel moved to move toward it, there's something for you there. Even if, for me, I've learned to see things as well, I love this card. Drifting, doesn't matter what I might label it, what I might think of it in the moment. If I'm drawn to it, there's a reason. I'm going to find something that will add to what it is I think I'm doing here. So until we meet again, my friends, be well. Thanks for being here. And don't forget to reach out if you want to engage in a conscious conversation with